that is another time because I keep messing it up. All right. Anyway, this is my patch, by the way. 1 and 2. Man, I miss Pat Travers with Pat Thrall. There were a lot of great guitar players. Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush. Doesn't get mentioned enough. Ted Nugent was great in his own right, you know. There were so many good guitar players. The guy from Hocus Pocus back in the day, he was good too. Anyway, copywriting. The poor man's copyright. And this is going to go out to my singer Joey, who recommended I did this. I think I helped him with this one time, I believe. So before you publish anything and get ripped off, the poor man's copyright basically is you record everything onto a disc, you put it in an envelope, and you type up a piece of paper, I so-and-so, I played this, I wrote, arranged, the lyrics, melody, harmony, everything that you can think of. You put in there, go get it notarized, throw that in the envelope, mail it back to yourself with a return receipt with a signature. That'll protect you from some jag-off at a publishing company that hears the song and goes, oh, I'm going to steal it. Because it's not copywritten yet, and I'll just copyright it and say it was me. It's happened. Not to me. Anyway. Sounds good with just a boost, too. This is like the old... By the way, everyone plays that wrong. Just so you know. Here, grab the 4th fret on the low E and bend it down to the A, because it's a half step down and then you bend it to the A. It's kind of cool when you do it that way, because it's the right thing to do. The other thing is go to a public library, which is a government facility, and from there, because it's their server, you send an email back to yourself with all the information, even pictures of the letter with the notary on there. Copy the disc and everything, maybe even the track. Send it back to yourself in the email. Double protect. We should. 2 mass, 3 mass, 4 mass. Scuba mask. Listen. Can you wear a mask under a scuba mask? Just asking. Anyway, I'm also gonna. Somebody was asking me to play super fast, and I was like, and they asked me how fast I was. I don't know. So we're gonna get into this, cause I'm gonna tell you something you never heard. I don't think. So I can play pretty fast. I can pick. I got fast fingers. I think a lot of that attributed to when I was younger and I was doing long drives, so I was training my wrists. I did martial arts. We trained finger movements, front to knuckles, push-ups on the fingers. And here's what I'm going to tell you about this, because no one explains this in a logical manner that I ever heard. Inside your fingers are muscles, tendons, and ligaments, right? What are they training? They're training muscles, tendons, and ligaments. You have fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers. I used to work out a lot. And I learned all this. Now, one of the things, if you want to build your speed up, I'm going to say, get a metronome and max out. Have somebody clicking the metronome up or moving it up while you're going to whatever BPs you're at. Maybe even a drummer, because drummers count really well. Have a drummer come over. If you don't have a drummer, try do it off a click and try to record the click and see what the BPMs are. Then you train at 80% of that. Then you do all your runs at 80%. Scales, everything. You train. Train at 80%. Work it up into 100. So you're training at percentages, and that's what weightlifters do. Now, the other part of that is you have fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers. And I'm telling you, people won't talk about this. I'm doing this from a non-BS, logical point of view. Because if athletes are doing it and they're getting faster and stronger, how are you going to get faster and stronger on guitar with muscles and tendons and ligaments? Certainly not a nun smacking your hands with a ruler. Could help. Anyway, this is a new patch I did, British Stack. So I don't know what it is. Plexi, JCM 800, who knows? I don't know. I really don't. But anyway, so think about this. If you're doing slow twitch muscle fiber, that's the big bulky muscles. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to push them for a long period of time as fast as you can. And that goes for your wrist in picking. Figure out how the pick is going to work for you and the fastest movement you can get out of it. It's about as fast as I can pick. Unless I'm drunk. But that fast, this hand, you get it fast for a long period of time. Maybe do bursts of 20 seconds, and then you train it 80% of that and do bursts of 10 seconds. Seconds to 15 even. And then go back to this. You gotta train it with everything. Arpeggios. Everything. These. Go train with everything. So this is a logical approach to building speed in your hands and your picking hand. No one has ever said this. No Michelangelo, no Yngwie, no Paul Gilbert, no Richie Kotzen. None of them. I haven't heard it. If somebody has heard this kind of theory before, I'd like to hear it. Somebody show me, because this is the most logical explanation to building speed. Speed kills only when you're driving. Well, unless you're shooting it, but no drugs, no alcohol. We're good people. That's why we're angry. Because we're not effed up all the time. Sounds good with just a boost. Ain't that Foo Fighters? Not a tune bad. Much better. It says sent to drive. I don't know what that is. Clon copy? Man, that sounds good. With the British stack. That's with the comp off. Just tightens it up a hair, but you lose some frequency. Anyway, that's the quickest, fastest route to playing fast in a logical manner with a realistic explanation of training your hands, muscle, and ligaments and tendons. Again, please get me on Rick Beato. I want Rick Beato. Please. I want to get on there. Text, email. I gotta get on that show. Gotta get on there. To talk about all these incredible guitar players and stuff. I'm just a regular guy. Never get the spotlight for my playing. It's always my writing. Anyway. See, I feel faster already from just showing you guys that. Cleaner too. I can't do that for a long time. Man, that cramp in my hand up already. So it happens when you get old. I need some calcium pills or something. Arthritic cream. Some, what's that Shaq thing with the ice, with the patch? That's it. Oh, did they gate choking that out? We have 15 minutes. Anyway, have a happy new year. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please tell your friends. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification. My goal is to get all the realistic information I can to as many real guitar players as there are and stop all this fake crap. With crappy content. I'm just tired of it. That's why I came back. I had videos on here 15 years ago, 40,000 views, 28,000 views, and we didn't get paid back then. And I walked away from it because it was getting too much with some of these guitar players trying to, everybody was bashing everybody, but it was in a spiteful kind of mean way, as opposed to like me just clowning around and bashing people. I'll bash them on their content and tell them, but as far as them, like Retchel, I bashed him. But he's a good guitar player. Not great guitar player. He's a good guitar player. He's got a great channel. He has a lot of great videos, and I watch his stuff. But the problem is when I start watching too much of it, then I start seeing bad content. And even Rick Beato, the thing with the Bonamassa, that was bad for me. I see a lot of it. I just watched one guy where he was talking about patterns, but he didn't explain this. And watch this. 4, and then where you end, you go 6. So I started on G and ended on G, but nowhere did he ever reference where to start and where to end. And that's a huge, huge thing. You can't just start it anywhere, in the middle. Like I was saying before, some of these notes are very dissonant to other notes. So like, this is a major chord for me. It's a G major. So I would probably be playing something like that, because it's more of major chords. So when you're playing out of the major scale, it's going to have a better sound. But those are huge points, and that's the kind of stuff that I can't stand, because they're not explaining. It's like half-truths, or they're not going into detail about some of this stuff. They're not telling you, if you play a 1-4-5 off of any major key, whatever key you want to play in, A, B, C, C sharp, whatever, G, 1-4-5, those are your 3 major chords. And if you go to your relative minor, E, 1-4-5, those are your 3 minor chords. Now you got 6 notes out of the scale. You go back to the G, you drop it a fret, F sharp. If you're an A, drop it to A flat. That's the half diminished. Or half minor. These are important things. And that's like that. That's so easy. No one's ever said that to anybody. A 1-4-5 off the major chord of the key you want to start in. You figure out which major key you're going to play in, and you play a 1-4-5. There's your 3 major chords. You find out the relative minor, which is, if you're like A major, that A, you put your pinky and you play a pentatonic. So it's 1, 2, 3 steps down from the major chord, 3 back. There's your relative minor. Now you play your 1-4-5 from there. There's your minor tones. Easy peasy. Same thing with being logical with this speed thing. Try it. Who knows? Maybe it works. Maybe it don't. But you don't know until you try. And if all you guys that are watching my videos do this, and everyone gets faster and cleaner, there has to be something to it. You know, do it for a week and a half, and then comment to me if it helps, if this is working or this helps, because I want to know. It's well, let's do this as like an experiment, because I'm gonna do it for a week, for 5 minutes a day. Maybe you guys do it for 15, 10. You know, sit in front of a TV, work on the picking, then work on together. You know, and see what happens. All right, again, please like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for subscribing, for you guys that have just subscribed and making the channel start to grow again. Um, in a month and a half, I've already hit like 70 more subscribers. The goal is to get it up into the thousands, to actually try to eliminate some of this bad content and give you guys real stuff. And I got people coming that are going to do interviews with me, like Steve Price from Thor. I got possibly, I talked to my buddy George Lynch. I didn't say that. I didn't say it. George Lynch. Maybe we'll do a interview. I used to play with Oni Logan in a band. I got Defiance, who turned into Spread Eagle. Maybe my buddy Ray on here. There's a bunch of people. Maybe Kenny Rhino Earl or Donnie Hamzig, who I didn't play with Kenny, but I play with Donnie, and they're both from Manowar. Sorry, Michael. They called me first, and I said, I can't do it. I hate people. No, they didn't call me. I just had surgery, so even if they called, I couldn't do it. But anyway, please like, subscribe, and let your friends know. And if you want to give me a Les Paul or something, feel free to send it. No, don't send me anything. Anyway, I got my buddy Mike Crommiller. He bought the head rush from me. I fixed it's a Ovation electric guitar. I don't know what year it's from, but even the saddles on there are nylon. But it's an electric guitar. I've never seen. He had a cracked neck. I fixed it for him, and it's drying now. In a couple days, I'm gonna demo just to hear what it says. I'm gonna do a video on it. So, Mike, when you come back, the guitar's ready for you, and hopefully I don't drop it or I'll have to repair it again. But it's a really cool guitar, so stay tuned for that. Like, again, hit the bell notification when a new video pops up. You'll get it. All right, and thank you again, and have a great start to the new year. All right, peace.